From the official bouts we got, looks like the Blue Devils are not going to field a bout at 125. They'll actually have Logan Agin wrestling up at 133. So Jack Wagner, who's 22nd nationally, the Northern Iowa transfer, will get the win, which will be his 64th career win tonight via forfeit.
Wow, starting out with a forfeit. It's never what you want for a program, but sometimes you got to make some tough calls, and this is one that hopefully doesn't affect the duel too much for Duke.
In a matchup like this, Mike, how much do you focus on yourself individually versus the team aspect of wrestling?
Man, great question, by the way. It's a fine line because you want to focus on the team, but you got to do your job. And I kind of look at it and equate it to football. You know, you have 11 guys on the field, and each one of them has to take care of their individual assignments and responsibilities. And it's the same with a college wrestling program. You have 10 guys, 10 different weights, and their job is to take care of their match. You do that, you put the team in a good position to win.
So we'll get things going now officially tonight. Logan Agin will wrestle up for the Blue Devils, up at 133. Agin 4-6 on the season. The junior from Lancaster, Ohio, against Joey Melendez, 38-19 in his career. The redshirt senior from Norridge, Illinois. And away we go here.
Beautiful single leg, touch and go, timed that incredibly well. Nice, good job sitting in the corner. Great job, that's a great counter there. Did a good job with the chest lock, redirecting pressure, setting him over the top, and honestly scoring the go behind. Really, really good wrestling to start.
Early 2 points there for the Blue Devils.
Great job, forward pressure here by Duke. Working, getting off to the side. Looks like he's trying to get a bar in. He's got that wrist control. Great job isolating a hand by Chapel Hill, getting to his feet, turning and facing and getting his 1-point escape.
Melendez didn't compete for North Carolina last year. Finished 11-0 in the 2019-2020 season. Defeated a couple of top 11 wrestlers that year too. So he's been working his way back and has put together a nice season for North Carolina.
It's a good start by both guys. Impressive counter offense there by Duke. And UNC, you know, if you notice a lot of the guys you see, they do a lot of, you know, touch and go. They're very explosive. And I think Coleman Scott has a very similar style. You watch Coleman Scott when he was on the Olympic circuit and when he was medaling at the Olympic Games. A lot of level changes, and you see that a lot from these UNC guys in the lower weights.
And my mistake, it's Jace Palmer who gets the nod here for North Carolina at 133. So Palmer, the redshirt freshman for the Tar Heels out of Casper, Wyoming, who went 5-6 as a true freshman last year.
Palmer, if you're watching this, it's our bad. Sorry, buddy. But we got you now, so it's all good.
This first period, how much of a feeling out process is there for both of these guys, even though the Blue Devils have the 3-point edge now?
So typically depends on the match and kind of the stakes. Now, I personally like to come out incredibly aggressive from the start just because you want to see that pay dividend. It usually pays to, wow.
Big takedown there.
What a mat return. In freestyle, we call that a feet to back. That's over the top. It would have been a 4-point throw. That was beautiful mat return there. Really, really good wrestling. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from both guys. They're not wasting any time at all tonight.
1 point there for Palmer. Back to neutral here in the final 37 seconds of the opening period.
These guys are really wrestling tough. From whistle to whistle, I really like what I'm seeing here from both the guys. Usually you don't see this right out the gate.
And Glenn Lanham, the Duke head coach, talked about how important it was to have guys at 125, but in tonight's case at 133 to get off to a good start to kind of set the tone for the rest of the match.
Absolutely. And the exact same shot that you saw off the whistle from the beginning of the first period. A right-hand reach with the collar tie, timing the level change as Duke reaches up to match. You level change right underneath that. The timing is what really matters there. It's what creates the entry. It's what helps you get it on the leg. Unfortunately, he didn't finish there, but he's doing a good job getting that single leg.
All right, so now after this first period here, it's a 2-point lead for Duke. What's the biggest adjustment for Jace Palmer now, down by a couple of points?
Well, you got to get out quick. You don't want to waste any time on bottom and start giving the riding time. You see, he's already got 52 seconds. He's got 8 seconds to get out. You don't get out in 8 seconds, you've already given up a riding time point. And if you give up a takedown next, it's going to be tough to get that back. So he's going to have to get a takedown. He's going to have to erase the riding time point if he doesn't get out within 8 seconds. But
And now
tough.
Duke
Yeah,
already up over a minute of riding time
Yes.
now, so there's that extra bonus point built in now for Duke, unless Palmer can find a way to get out of this and create some riding time of his own.
Right, and Logan is really impressing me right now. And I don't know if this is an experience thing, but he's obviously a junior. Palmer's a redshirt freshman, and I think that's kind of looking to be the difference here. He looks really, really sharp right now. Beautiful mat return. Tried to transition into a cross wrist tilt from standing, which honestly, sometimes if you get lucky, it leads into a set of backs, which really kind of separates the score, and you get this big lead where now your opponent has to start forcing offense instead of really taking the time to set it up well, and you start looking for counters, and sometimes that allows you to build a big lead.
And give Logan Agin credit tonight, wrestling up. Was supposed to be the starter at 125. Some injuries.
Wow.
He's moving up a weight class, wrestling at 133 tonight.
It looks great right now, man. I'm really impressed.
And had a great year last year, actually.
That was actually a beautiful shot there by Casper. Great defense as well by Logan.
Well, Agin last year matched Josh Feinsilver with the team lead with 6 wins. So had a great sophomore season, looking to build on that here, looking for his 5th win of this season already, up a point, final 40 seconds of the second period.
Good recovery there by Palmer on bottom. 4-3. With the riding time, it's a 2-point lead, but that could quickly change with one takedown and 31 seconds of riding time being erased. So still very, very tight match. If I'm Logan, I'm not comfortable, and I'm still trying to continue to build my lead. It looks like he's still being pretty aggressive in the hand fight, trying to stay on his offense. He's got elbow control right now. Good shot attempt by Jace.
Final 4 seconds.
Man, I really am liking what I'm seeing. These guys are getting after it. A lot of action, a lot of action. And as a fan, that's exactly what you want to see.
But now an opportunity here for Palmer to try to get a point or two back right off the start here of this third period.
He gets it. If he can ride him out for 31 seconds, it's a dogfight from here to the end of the third period. And we got ourselves a match. Logan's got to keep that wrist control. Oh, switch attempt. He's got to get control of the wrist, maintain control, and try and square and get his hips down and away. And you see 2 mat returns immediately, one right after the other. And that takes some mental toughness. That's exhausting. It's not easy to do. And you just got to be really, really gritty in these moments, especially late in the match when the score is so tight. He's already erased the riding time point. He's given the escape. Now it's only a 2-point lead. One takedown sends him in overtime. So this match is, we're in a dogfight.
Yeah, it's far from over here in the last 75 seconds.
Look at that offense. Immediately getting in on a leg, head outside, going to the crackdown position. Cartwheel over, beautiful transition to the takedown.
2 points there for North Carolina, ties it up. Remember, the riding time less than a minute, so even up here, if Palmer can keep it here, we will force overtime.
Yeah, I think that was smart.
Their escape there for
Well,
Duke.
cut him, actually.
Yeah.
I think that was really smart. So sometimes it's kind of hard to call. If I sit and ride and try and ride him the rest of the period, I run the risk of getting all the way down to 10 seconds left, and maybe he gets out. But if I cut him early and I can stay on my offense like he has, I got the potential to get him tired, get another takedown, and kind of build my lead enough to where if he does end up escaping before time ends, the score's tied, and at the very least, we go into overtime. But clearly, you see he's controlling the lead here. He's taking it away. There's 24 seconds left, and he's with the bar, it's really, really difficult. Running it over, wow.
Agin got to make a move here in the final 15 seconds.
Wrestling with a lot of heart right now, UNC is.
Palmer, who was down, has found a way here in this third period to take control. And with 5 seconds left, what a momentum builder for North Carolina.
What a finish, man.
It's the Tar Heels who strike first in this duel.
What a finish. That's heart right there. That's heart. That's a gritty win. That's a good job by UNC. Down the entire match until the last minute and a half. You take away the 30 seconds of riding time. You get a takedown. Still down. You cut him. No guarantee you get the takedown to continue to build your lead. You stay on him. You get another takedown. You ride him out for the rest of the period and secure the win. I think that's a good, gritty win by UNC.
That sets you up for ACCs and for NCAAs too.